You are currently looking at some video here I shot Wednesday evening here in Shibuya, just showing the heavy rainfall continuing to occur here due to a frontal area pushing across Japan, even down towards Kobe. You're also seeing some very heavy and intense rains there today as well. Actually, in Okinawa here in the main Okinawa Honto Island, there was a wind recorded upwards of 122 kilometers per hour. I know that this is at dismay of many of the military members out here. You were in that T-Core 3 indicating that destructive winds would not take place, at least sustained destructive winds, and at least on some of the military bases, so far it looks kind of like that's not happening. But outside those bases, especially near the coastlines, you are getting some very intense rains. Numerous reports over 100 kilometers per hour. Sustained winds kicking up upwards of about 80 to 90 kilometers per hour as the storm system continues to push off here towards the south. And you can see that huge gap right in that center of circulation. So really, now it is a severe tropical storm, no longer a typhoon. Was a former typhoon, but really, it's continuing to fall apart here. A lot of dry air inflow going into it. You can see on this visible imagery, mainly low clouds here near that center of circulation, but the bulk of the convection is off here towards the northeast, and that is why Okinawa did see these heavy rains. Current radar imagery definitely indicating that. You can see that clear center of circulation just towards the southeast of Okinawa, but all that banding stretching off towards the northeast, and then you have that frontal area stretching across Japan, and that has been creating some severe to strong thunderstorms across Honshu. It all looks like one big mass, but actually these are two separate systems. The westerly one coming in from the west here, and then the easterly one, obviously, Typhoon Prapiroon skirting in from the south, basically been lingering there for over a week now. Well, now, good news, this front is going to act like a hook and anchor. Grab Prapiroon down here from the south, pull it off towards the northeast, and rapidly rush it off towards the western Pacific Ocean, likely just towards the north of the Ogasawara Islands. The Izu Islands are definitely going to get impacted by this, and likely some amount of rain bands very well could hit around the Tokyo area going through your Friday, even in the Saturday, so definitely still going to be a wet one. You're continuing to want to have your umbrella handy. Likely is going to be a break throughout Thursday across much of Japan as that frontal area starts to push off towards the east. Some cloudy skies working the way in, but back on Friday as this starts to rush off towards the northeast, and conditions are once again going to start to go downhill. Now, good news, expect by Thursday, by mid-morning actually, even earlier than that, maybe between 8 to 10 o'clock, conditions are going to rapidly improve across much of the southern Japanese islands here as that dry air inflow starts pouring in from the north. Actually, you can see it pouring in across the East China Sea here, by indicating by these clouds. Now, they're rushing down towards the south right in this area here. That's indicating that strong, cold, northerly winds, so a temperature drop very well could be on tap across much of this area as one of these cold surges, accompanied by the northeast monsoon, start to set in as well. So you definitely want to watch out for that across Korea. Temperatures are going to go down, eastern China, and then eventually the southern Japanese islands. Gusty winds with cool weather on tap for the remainder of your work week after the typhoon, or severe tropical storm now, starts to clear up. And here's the current JMA outlook on Prapiroon. Winds at 55, gusting up to 80 knots, so still a severe tropical storm. Do have it moving off here by Thursday evening, moving towards about south of Kyushu. Once again, I do expect by about late morning, the mid-morning, conditions rapidly improving across Okinawa. Then the rest up towards Kagoshima will be improving through the evening hours as these conditions start to move towards the northeast. Once again, dry air moving in. But then look at this. Friday evening, it is just southeast of Tokyo, and thus those rain showers that I was indicating very well could happen. Model outlook agrees with, showing GFS going through your Wednesday, and then into Thursday. This is by about Thursday at noontime here in the early morning hours. You see clearing conditions already across Okinawa, and then going into about noon, it already is, or this is about early afternoon, well towards the southeast of Kyushu, and then Prapiroon really just rushing off there. But this is Friday evening, or Friday afternoon, going into the evening. Some outer rain bands, some gusty winds could be seen across Tokyo. But then look at that storm take off there throughout the weekend, improving conditions across all of Japan. Also, look at that. No real significant tropical systems on the radar at this time. But once again, this is the Western Pacific. Granted, we are going into the latter part of October, so tropical storms will eventually start to wane down. And I think that is at the delight to many people out here in the Western Pacific, especially those of you in Okinawa who, throughout the overnight hours, if you are watching this video, still seeing these very gusty winds. But once again, by tomorrow, improving conditions. Looking at the rest of the Western Pacific, once again, though, the Philippines, much better conditions here. Northeast monsoon starting to slowly work its way in. Still afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms will continue to occur here, but that is really all for right now, everyone. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them in the comment box below. And also, a big thing is that please subscribe to our newest channel, Westpac Weather. Currently, we're uploading our videos still on the old channels. Rob Center 1 is one of them. RP Weather very well will be start posting his there as well. And also, we're going to try to take random footage from across the Western Pacific and post it at Westpac Weather as well. So, lots of good information there. Subscribing is on the screen if you are currently following on YouTube. So, please do that. And also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Robert Setter for me and Western Pacific Weather for the website. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.